Welcome back to another episode of this Manchester United save, where we are going to be starting off with games against West Ham. Then we're going to go and play the FA Cup game against Aston Villa, and then we're going to end the episode by playing against Arsenal. Where are Arsenal in the league? I can't. Oh, sat in fourth. I can see them there. We're still sat in second, with Liverpool at the top by 9 points. Manchester City, after us losing against them in the last episode, are hot on our heels and 2 points behind us. But like I said, Arsenal are in fourth, Newcastle in fifth, West Ham are up in sixth. Fair play to them. I thought they'd be a little bit lower down. Spurs down in ninth. With Forest, Luton and Burnley in the relegation zone. Do we need to make changes? Martinez is back fit, so he's going to be coming into our starting lineup. I forgot that we had a red card in the last episode as well for Guimaraes, so Ugarte is going to get a rare start. I'll bring Malacia onto the bench. We'll swap Martinez for Yoro. So Martinez coming straight into that starting lineup. No other changes to be made. Let's go into this first game against West Ham.
I'm really looking forward to this one today. It'll be interesting to see how both teams line up. But what an atmosphere we have here, right?
Penalty straight away! I don't think that was a penalty. I'll take it though. A chance to go 1-0 up before 2 minutes have been played. I'll take the penalty because the amount of penalties that have been given against me in this game, I'm taking it. Bruno Fernandes to put us in the lead. Can he take this chance? Of course he's taken the chance. And we're beating West Ham already, 2 minutes into the game. Hopefully a few more goals to come. Bit of space here for Mainu. Oh, ref, he's just pulling the trigger there. But we'll take the free kick because we're actually pretty good at free kicks. As Souček picks up that yellow card for that challenge on Mainu. But Bruno Fernandes is going to be the man to take this free kick. Can we get it into the back of the net? It's going to have a bit of whip on it. Just under 4 bars. He's gone for it. Oh, the goalkeeper saved it.
When it comes to nothing, it's United just with their noses in front.
Yeah, it's been a decent first
Wan-Bissaka chasing down Rashford. I'm going to try and whip this in. It's into the far post, into Garnacho. Is he onside? Yes, he is. What a ball. Rashford and Garnacho linking up just as they did on the weekend just gone. From the opposite side this time, but Rashford whips in the ball for Garnacho on the back post. We'll take it. He looked offside. But he's gone for the header, and he's scored. The ball's gone through his head, apparently. We'll take it. It's 2-0. Ooh, Bruno in the back of Wan-Bissaka there. That was almost personal.
The ball given away too easy.
Oh, I did not see him there at all.
Getting into a good position. He's got behind it.
What a screamer from Somerville. Totally caught Onana off guard. Caught me off guard. What a goal. Have that. Onana was beaten. Didn't even go for it. I mean, if he carried on looking at the ball, he probably could have just put his hand up and saved that. But it doesn't matter. It was a good goal. It's 2-1.
We go at 2. Hello. And that's where it ends with possession lost.
This camera angle or the time of day at Old Trafford is awful. That shadow Just makes it so overexposed when you're on the edge of the box. Hopefully we don't concede here now. Or give away a penalty would be nice. Oh, no way! How has that happened? Something's happened to my camera, which is a little bit annoying. But we'll do that. Hopefully that's working now. How annoying is that? At the other end of Old Trafford, because of the shadow, it's so overexposed on the edge of the box. I lost the ball. They've gone up the other end, ricocheted off some of my defenders, and they've brought it level. This is going to be dropped points for us, which is not good. Look at this when I go down the other end. It's so bad. Look at that. It's like I can't see. I'm going to try and find Højlund. I can see Garnacho in there, goes for the shot. They've got the block in, and that will be full time. We have dropped more points. The Premier League title, I think, is definitely out of reach now, which is a little bit annoying. But I've still got hope of winning a trophy this season, whether it's the Champions League trophy or the FA Cup. Either one or both, I'd be happy. And then we go in hard for the Premier League title next season. But the game ends 2-2. Next up for us is our game against Aston Villa in the FA Cup. I'll have a quick look at my starting 11 because I will be making changes. I still want to progress. So I'm going to keep Højlund and Rashford in. I'm going to bring Ahmad in for Garnacho. Ugarte is going to start ahead of Guimaraes. Do I start Ferguson over Mainu? No, I'm going to keep Mainu and Bruno in. Yoro's going to come in for Martinez. And I might start Mazraoui just to try and keep him happy ahead of Dalot, but I'll have Dalot on the bench. I'm going to bring Malacia onto the bench as well instead of Hoffman. Or do we give Xerxes the chance? Højlund hasn't scored the last couple of games. So do we give Xerxes a... Let's give Xerxes a start. Xerxes is going to be starting up top for us. Højlund dropped to the bench. That's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go into this game against Aston Villa.
There's two, I'm sure.
Here's how Manchester United line up.
They've given the ball away. We'll get this forward for Ahmad. Can he put us ahead? He hits the post, but Rashford's there to put it into the back of the net to give us the lead in this FA Cup tie against Aston Villa. Let's go. Ahmad got a little bit unlucky striking the post, but it's a good job. Rashford was there, stayed alert, and he's managed to slot that one home, and we're beating Aston Villa 1-0. Lovely from Ugarte. Gets out to Rashi. Goes for the shot! What a strike that was. I was expecting him to go with his left foot, but didn't. Mainu can bring this down. Into Bruno. Xerxes comes short for it. Gets the shot away though, but Martinez makes the save.
Away we go then for the second half. With United in front, but only just. And it's on now.
Let's go! Right at the start of the second half. Rashford into Xerxes. Goal. Let's go. It's nice to see Xerxes scoring. Might have scored maybe 5 or 6 this season now, which is better than what he did last season. Højlund hasn't really been performing in the last couple of games, not scoring as much as what he has been doing all season. But Xerxes now coming into a little bit of form. That's what we want to see. We're beating Aston Villa 2-0.
2-0 the score now. Happy with that. Destiny Udogie.
Oh, I was already celebrating. I was like, it's in the back of the net. Let's make some changes. We're going to bring Højlund on for Xerxes, even though he has played pretty well. But it looks like we should keep this lead and progress in the FA Cup. We'll leave De Ligt on, actually. We'll give Ndoggy a bit of a rest and get Malacia on. We'll get Elliot on for Ahmad. And do the same for Rashford for Garnacho. And they'll be the only changes we make. Well, we're 2 goals to the good. We are definitely progressing in the FA Cup. I wanted to get that first time to Garnacho, but Højlund keeps hold of it. Into Bruno, finds its way through to Ferguson. But the defender gets the block in. 2 minutes added on now as they find Bailey out wide. Gone backwards for some reason. Now he's coming forwards. Into Kamara, back to Bailey. Doing a couple of tricks. Malacia can't keep up with him. Straight into Onana's hands. And the final whistle goes and we are through in the FA Cup as we beat Aston Villa 2-0. And in the final game of this episode, we go to the Emirates as we're playing Arsenal. They are sat in 4th. It isn't going to be an easy game. I am going to make changes. Xerxes, as long as his energy is okay, which it is going to start the game ahead of Højlund. Højlund has been dropped for this game at the Emirates. Yoro is also going to drop to the bench as Martinez is going to start ahead of him. But Yoro makes it onto the bench. Malacia is going to come onto the bench ahead of Mazraoui. Ugarte is dropping to the bench with Guimaraes starting again. Other than that, no other changes to be made. That's going to be our starting lineup. Let's go and smash Arsenal. Look at that space for Arashi to run into. Gets the foot on his right. Gets the ball on his right. And he's missed. He should have scored, you're right. Oh, tried to put it top bins and missed. Get us in behind. Xerxes managed to bring it down. He can keep hold of it. We'll get this out to Garnacho. Find Mainu on the edge of the box. I really wanted to have a shot there, but we'll keep hold of it. We'll get this back out to Garnacho. I want to try and get round him. Stay onside Garnacho, lovely. There's time. I wanted to pull that back to Xerxes, but he's got it now. Now we get it back. Now it's into Rashford. Now he goes for goal. And there it is. The first goal of the game. And it's coming added time. We'll take it. Marcus Rashford scoring again. In fine form this season. Marcus Rashford. It's Rashford of old. And I am loving it. Manages to get it onto his weak foot. And puts it into the back of the net. We're beating Arsenal just before half-time. 1-0.
So Manchester United in front as the second half begins. Plenty of time for a few twists and turns to come.
And Doggy stayed on side. A goal just before half-time. A goal straight after half-time. We'll take it. with added time, Rashford's goal was probably after this one. I think I scored in the 47th minute. I don't know what the second was, but we've just scored again in the 47th minute with 19 seconds maybe. So Rashford's goal, even though it was the first goal, might have been scored after this one. But Ndoggy's finally got a goal. We're beating Arsenal 2-0 at the Emirates.
And they want to see a shot here.
Oh, what a goal from Martinelli to bring a goal back for Arsenal. It's all happening now. Just couldn't deal with the ball. Couldn't close him down, my two centre-backs. It's 2-1.
Nicely here. Arsenal trying to get things moving.
Oh, it's a ball in behind for Martinelli to score his second goal of the game and bring them level. We were 2-0 up. And we've thrown it away once again. It's a lovely ball in behind Dallo. He had no idea where Martinelli was, and he's managed to side foot that into the back of the net. We're making our changes. Højlund is on. And the game is 2-2. Still trying to keep the pressure on. Don't let him score, Martinelli. I'll snap him before he gets through on goal. And I've given away a free kick. Great. 3 minutes added on. I'm pretty sure we don't need 3 men in the wall there. As, who is it? Moreno gets up from the free kick to surely score the winner. Silly mistakes. I should never have given away the free kick to begin with. I think it was Rabiot I fouled. A player that's constantly been linked with Manchester United. I fouled him. Moreno got up early. Above Martinez, obviously. Onana off his line. And we're losing 3-2. And it looks like we've dropped more points in the league. Højlund's in a bit of space. Oh, and Højlund can't find the back of the net. Maybe I should have chipped him. Probably should have chipped him. There was one last chance in the game for us to bring it level. Couldn't take it. We threw away a 2-goal lead as the game ends 3-2. And after that disappointing loss, we are still in second place for now. We're 11 points behind Liverpool and probably not catching them up. They do have a game in hand. We're 3 points ahead of Manchester City, but they've got 2 games in hand. So if they win them, we will be dropping into third place. But we are 4 points clear of Arsenal. The league is out of reach, I think. Champions League football is a must for next season. We're still in the FA Cup. We're still in the Champions League. We could still end this season with silverware. That's the aim for this season. And then we're going to go strong for the league next season. Maybe a potential signing. Saka from Arsenal. For our right-hand side. Either Cole Palmer or Saka. I'll only go for Saka if Arsenal don't get Champions League football next season. Manchester United do buy players from Arsenal. Van Persie, Sanchez. It has happened. We do take good players from Arsenal. But we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see till the end at the end of the season if Arsenal do drop out of that, out of the top 4. So whether I go for Saka or whether I go for Cole Palmer. I am still leaning towards Cole Palmer, Chelsea are down in 8th. They're not getting Champions League football. Cole Palmer is a boyhood Manchester United fan. It makes sense to go and buy him. But I'll see at the end of the season. But in the next episode, we have Champions League football. I'm going to start off by simming the game against Brentford. We're going to then go and play Bayern Munich in the Champions League quarter-final. Play Arsenal and then end the episode by playing the second leg game against Bayern Munich. So that's the next episode. If you've enjoyed it, please remember to hit that like button. If you are new around here, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all in the next episode.